I'm 20 years old. I got involved in Vemma probably around 3 months ago. And really this thing is just kind of taking off right now. There's a lot of new faces here, which is awesome. Right now the economy's not too hot, the job market's not too hot. It really forces us to, look for other ways to make money. And we're definitely onto something here, so really pay attention to what these guys have to say, because they're absolutely killing it. I know my boy Aaron's, he's making about $2 grand a month. He actually just got qualified for, the company to pay, for his car payments on a brand new BMW or Mercedes-Benz. If you guys haven't seen Luke's, it's out there in the parking lot. But guys, this is real. This is actually happening. Your friend brought you here for a reason. They see something in you. They think you would do well at this. But with that being said, I'm gonna hand it off to Aaron here pretty soon. He's taught me, almost everything I know, and it's just crazy where this thing is going and where I see myself. But with that, here's Aaron.
All right, guys. First off, we're obviously really excited. I've never been here before, but this is a pretty big crowd just to throw together. Pretty short notice. So that's awesome. What we're doing is working, and it's working now, and it's working here. Real quick, my name's Aaron Olsen. I'm 21 years old. Grew up in Traverse City. Moved down to Concordia University to play basketball. Got some hoopers out here. My whole life, I've really strived to do the best I can in everything I do. Whether it be school, everything, basketball. And the reason for that is because my whole life I've also grown up with a big family, watched my parents struggle to kind of financially support me and my 3 brothers. Putting 4 kids through college at one time is a lot of responsibility. And I knew I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to support my family. I wanted to be able to support, my future and eventually my parents. So my plan was to go be a doctor. I'm a pre-med student. I got 1 more year of my undergrad. But I thought that was it. That's the best I could do. Make 100 grand a year. Go to school for however long. So that was my plan. And I went to these different college classes, and I tried to absorb everything these different teachers were saying. And I was just kind of sitting in an economics class, and I was listening to this teacher. Her name is Mrs. Thompson, and she's teaching economics. And I'm like, wait a second. This lady makes like 60 grand a year. How am I supposed to learn how to be financially free from her? It just doesn't make sense. If she knew how to go out and be financially free, go out and make 6 figures, she would be doing it right now. But no, she's making 60 grand with a cap salary. If you say what people say, do what they do, you're going to get what they get every single time. That's why if you play basketball, you want to be good at basketball, you study LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. If you want to be good at golf, you study Tiger Woods. Well, if you want to be a young person making a lot of money, you have to find somebody who's making that type of money at a young age. And that's actually when I was introduced to this guy named Brad Alcaz, and he's 25 years old at the time, making 40 grand a month. 40 grand a month at 25 years old with not a college degree, just doing exactly what I'm doing right now. And what he kind of told me is he was going to help us duplicate the same success that he's had, do the same thing he's been doing. He figured out what works, what doesn't work, and he's going to, help us avoid his mistakes and be where he is going to, be where he has reached, and faster and faster and faster, and we're seeing that happen. I've been involved for just over a year now, and when we first got this thing started, we were lucky to get 1 or 2 people in a room, and that was, 1 meeting a week. This is our 15th home event in the past 3 days, and this is, middle to the smaller side. We've had some huge meetings, so that just shows, how far this thing has come in this short time, okay? So real quick, what is it? We work with this company called Vemma. It stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe. And it started as a 2-ounce liquid supplement based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. So if this thing is getting so big, why have none of us heard about it? Raise your hand if you spend money on multivitamins every month. 2 people, okay. All right, that's impressive. But for the most part, it was guided towards the older crowd, the adult market, because they're the ones that are really health conscious, the ones that really care about their health. Okay, so we weren't really, we're not really interested in that right now. And what the CEO of this company did, he was actually standing in the shower, and he just had like an epiphany. Light bulb went off over his head, and he looked at the energy drink industry. It's a $12 billion industry, and he looked at it and was like, wait a second, there's not a single healthy energy drink out there. There's Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, NOS, 5-Hour Energy. None of them are actually healthy, recommended by doctors. So what he did, he took a Red Bull, poured all the synthetic ingredients, poured out the artificial sweeteners, poured this 2-ounce liquid vitamin back into it, and created the world's healthiest energy drink. I see a couple of them on the table. If you haven't tried one, Stick around and we'll get some out of the cars after this. But and what did that do? It opened up a whole market, the young people market. Before this, what we're doing is nothing new. Network marketing has been around for 100 years. But this last year and a half, last 2 years was the first time ever that it has been applied strictly to the young people. And what does that mean exactly? Look at everyone's videotaping me, holding a cell phone, they're checking their text. It's because we're the most socially connected group of people ever to be on this planet. Okay, we have Skype, we have Uvu, I can video chat 15 people just from my phone at the same time. That wasn't possible before. If you take a look at Amway, they're a 56-year-old company, and they do $11 billion in sales. But they were doing this stuff without internet, without cell phones, and with products that are pretty much, I won't talk bad about their products, but it's like soaps, mops, household cleaners, and everyday household items. We have an awesome product that applies to our demographic, and we're just taking it to a whole new level. Let Luke kind of take over and explain exactly what it is that we're doing. This guy right here, like we said, he has the 2013 E350 over there in the parking lot. He actually just broke into the top 50 earners in the whole company in 16 months of doing this. He makes just under 200 grand a year as a 20-year-old, wearing a snapback and a hoodie. He's nothing special. We're just average kids doing this. But with that, I'll let him take over. Luke Hessler.
Thanks for coming out, guys. First off, it's cool that you guys gave yourself some time, to come out here and check this whole thing out because, time is our most valuable asset in anything we do in life. All right, it's the only thing you can't get back ever. All right, so that's why we're basically trying to not make us have to waste half of our life working. All right, because here's the thing: is that our job in life, our game plan is kind of like go to school, go to high school, graduate. When you're like 18, then you got 4 to 5 years of college here, and this is the time of your life. All right, this is when you got to live it up. All right, then you graduate. And then you have a job, all right, and you work for 40 years. And what's the average retirement age right now? 72. All right, you know what the average death age? The average death age is 76. All right, 76. That's 4 years of not having to work and quote unquote living at the end of the year. And then honestly, at 72, you're probably gonna be sitting on a couch watching TV for that time. So this is something different. All right, it's new, but in order for things in your life to change, you got to change things in your life. You can't keep doing the same things over and over and over and over again and expect to get a different result. All right, that's the clinical definition of insanity. All right, by Albert Einstein. Okay, so what do? All right, like you said, you got to follow someone who has what you want. All right, if you want to be a young person making a lot of money, you got to follow young people making a lot of money. That's what I did. All right, he introduced me to a guy named Brad Alcazar, and actually, our good friend Evan Schultz did. All right, he's the one who got us involved in this thing. He was one of my friends. We played basketball with him. He was my neighbor, and he moved down to Arizona. I made fun of him for 4 months for doing this. All right, for 4 months I made fun of him. So that shows you guys that, some of your friends that don't understand this yet, they just don't get it, all right? Because you don't know what you don't know, all right? They don't understand how real this is and how serious of a thing this is. Okay, he actually made fun of me for 2 more months after I joined, all right? And then he finally joined after that, all right? So it's a process, all right? It's a process. But Evan moved down to Arizona, went to northern Arizona. All right, this company started out at Scottsdale, Arizona. All right, so it's huge in Arizona and California, but it's really just now starting to make its way to other states and colleges across the country, which is why we're so freaking jacked about being here today, because right now there's only 1,769 people actively doing this in Michigan, and about 1,600 of them, all right, are down in the Lower Peninsula. All right, so these things are all about timing. All right, so Evan, he introduced me to a guy. All right, in this, how does this thing work? All right, your job in this is not to go out and explain this, is not to do what I'm doing right now. All right, your job in this is simply to be the middleman at first. All right, get people here, get people to see what's going on, and show them what's possible. All right, so what did Evan do when he first started to get me? He actually kind of played the friend card on me. I made fun of him for the 4 months, like I said. And he's like, bro, do you trust me? And I was like, well, yeah, of course, dude. You're like one of my best friends my whole life. He's like, all right, dude, well, I honestly think I got a too good to be true opportunity for you that's actually legit. I know you know all about that Vemma thing. I know you think it's stupid, man, but I'm telling you, this is a whole new ballgame. I'm working directly with the guy who's 25 years old and makes $40,000 a month. And he wants to get on a Skype with you tomorrow, all right, to talk about helping you blow this thing up in your hometown, all right, in Michigan, dude. We're gonna blow it up there. It's huge down here in Arizona. I'm meeting kids making $2,000, $4,000, $6,000, $8,000 a month. He went to the Verve. This Verve is actually the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns and the Charlotte Bobcats and the Phoenix Coyotes. All right, so there's a 500-person Verve lounge in the Phoenix Suns arena. All right, in order for that to happen, I thought this was a pyramid scheme, actually a Ponzi scheme. That's why I made fun of my friends for doing it. To be honest, I didn't really know what a pyramid scheme was. I just thought it was a thing where the guys at the top made all the money, people at the bottom didn't make anything, then the people at the top got paid off the people at the bottom's work. The more people you got, the more money you make. It's not a pyramid scheme, for one. All right, pyramid schemes don't involve a tangible product or commodity. All right, if there was, so let's say if this was a pyramid scheme, you'd pay us $1,000 and you'd get a spot. All right, I'd get $500 commission off that, and the more people you get, the more money you'd make. You'd never receive anything in return. All right, in this, you're buying a product. All right, you can see there's cans of Verve right there. There's something that you're receiving. There's no sign-up fee, there's no long-term commitments, no deactivation fees. It's just buy the product, you like it, tell people about it. All right, so he introduced me to this guy. And went down to the Verve Lounge. In order for this to become the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns, guys, the Phoenix Suns had to hire a team of 18 lawyers to go through this company. The Phoenix Suns and the NBA commissioner, David Stern. All right, why is that? Because pyramid schemes are illegal under U.S. law. My neighbor actually went to jail for 5 years for being a part of a pyramid scheme. All right, so if the David Stern and the NBA, all right, and the Phoenix Suns supported a product, Verve, that was tied to an illegal business model, all right, the Phoenix Suns, the NBA, and the NBA commissioner would be legally liable. All right, so the team of 18 lawyers went in there, checked it out, everything turned out to be fine. All right, that's why it's the official energy drink there. Okay, so that kind of got my belief. I realized that this is real, and I realized that there had to be something behind it. All right, so what is the product exactly, guys? All right, well, what it's done, dude, is it's a healthy energy drink. All right, but it's not just a healthy energy drink. That Vemma formula, the vitamins, essential minerals, mango, C, and aloe, has been clinically proven to reduce inflammation, all right, and strengthen your immune system. All right, I was on 60 milligrams of Vyvanse actually before this for my ADHD. I know you guys know like Adderall and Vyvanse. That's a lot. Vyvanse, all right, a lot of it. And I had really bad ADD. Started doing Verve, drinking Verve, completely off it now, 100%. Mackie's mom said something incredible. Tell them about your mom's success with the products and stuff.
Yeah, she's been in this for about 5 months now, and she used to have really high blood pressure, and ever since she started drinking the product, her blood level is normal for the first time in 4 years, and she's lost 60 pounds. Doing it.
60 pounds, all right. And my mom, she actually has lost 15 pounds on the body plan. My grandma had arthritis in her hand. She couldn't fully close her hands, and now she can totally fully close them and stuff. All right, so either way, this product is going to help you physically. It's named Product of the Year in Miss Fitness Magazine, Best Overall Supplement by Men's Journal. All right, and like I said, it's the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. It was on the Dr. Oz show twice. If you guys don't know who Dr. Oz is, your mom probably does. All right, he's the second most recognizable face in America. All right, next to Justin Bieber. All right, he has 50 million viewers a day on his show, and he's had it twice on there, recommending everyone, all of his viewers, to buy the product. All right, and another thing, if you guys think it's a pyramid scheme, all right, Dr. Oz is not going to go on there and be like, hey, everyone buy this show, all 50 million of my viewers, but the only way you can get it is you got to join an illegal business model and risk going to jail. Like, of course not. All right, you got to think logically for a second here. Okay, so I saw this, I saw what's going on, and I looked into something. And Brad told me, the guy who was making $40,000 a month at 25, he told me that these things are all about timing. All right, you got to be in at the right place at the right time with the right people. All right, and now, basically naturally, my next question was, well, what's the timing? When are we getting in on it? All right, how many people are there really doing this thing? All right, and how big is it supposed to get? All right, so here's the thing, is that, then I was directed, I actually stumbled upon a Harvard study. All right, and the Harvard study was looking at these network marketing companies, all right, and whether or not you should get involved. Because this network marketing, as he touched on, is an $132 billion, with a B, billion-dollar industry that has created more millionaires than anything else other than professional athletics. All right, so the number one creator of millionaires in this world is the professional athlete. The number two is this, network marketing, word-of-mouth advertising rather than traditional advertising. And now is the best time to do this because, guys, you got to look at, all right, we have, we're dumbed down to commercials. All right, when you guys watch a YouTube video, when you go to watch a music video on YouTube, what is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip every single time. But you got to think, companies pay millions of dollars to put that advertisement there. Millions of dollars. All right, is that efficient use of their money if we're skipping it every single time? Of course not. All right, so this CEO is just like, all right, well, if they're skipping that, that's pretty dumb. Why don't we just, who do they listen to, though? Who do they listen to about recommendations? Well, they listen to their friends, people they trust, they respect. I recommend a movie to Aaron. All right, he goes to see that movie on my recommendation. I'm generating that company revenue, business, but I'm not getting paid for that. I don't even get a thank you. I get nothing. I'm helping them make money. All right, I don't get anything. Where does that money go? It goes to, you know, Shaun White to go do backflips, you know, over a Red Bull can or something like that. All right, you know, or to just wear a shirt that says Red Bull on it. All right, this company is just simply paying us for what we do anyways. Tell people about these products. All right, so Harvard was like, when should you get involved in a company like this? All right, they said 3 criteria. Number 1 is the company has to be past 18 months old. All right, it has to be past 18 months old. Why is that important? Because 90% of these companies fail within the first 18 months. All right, 90% of them. And why is that? It's because they turn out to be pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes, scams, illegitimate companies, bad management. Dude, they're out there. All right, pyramid schemes are out there. And as you guys start doing this, honestly, people will probably start hitting you up about other companies. Man, I got a brand new one that's just getting started. You can get to the very top. It hasn't even released yet. All right, well, that is something sketchy because 90% of these companies fail. But after the point they get past that first 18 months, 98% of them go on to be successful. How successful? Amway is an $11 billion company that's created 2,700 millionaires. 2,700 millionaires. Okay, so these things get big. All right, so we're in our 8th year, past 18. All right, check number 1. Number 2, have to have a highly consumable product. All right, why is that important? All right, it's Verve. All right, I drink it, it's gone. Okay, if I was selling you, let's say Frisbees. All right, I have a Frisbee. All right, I'm selling you guys this. They pay me to go out and tell people about this awesome Frisbee. It's the best Frisbee on the market. All right, you guys buy my Frisbee from me. That Frisbee is not going anywhere anytime soon. You're gonna keep using that and using that and using that until sometime maybe you lose it. All right, but other than that, if it's a really good Frisbee, you're gonna keep using it. So that's a one-time commission sale, all right, that I'm not gonna get paid for again. But if you drink a highly consumable product, Verve, an energy drink, you drink it, it's gone. All right, you gotta buy it again next month if you want more. It's working smart, not hard. It ensures resales. All right, so that's why Harvard says you have to have a highly consumable product. Number 3, all right, is the fact that the product has to be completely unique to the marketplace, meaning you can't get anything like it anywhere else except your specific company. All right, and let's look at this $12 billion, with a B, billion-dollar energy drink market. All right, Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, 5-Hour Energy. Are any of them recommended by doctors to drink? Absolutely not. Man, I was an athlete in high school. I wasn't allowed to drink energy drinks. My dad told me they were like gasoline to me in my body, so I wasn't allowed to drink them. All right, I showed him Verve. I saw insanely healthy energy drink. I'm like, that's pretty ironic. All right, that's, you know, pretty much bullshit is what I said. And I was like, all right, here you go, Dad, check this out. Expecting him to be like, all right, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. And then he looked into it and he's like, wow, that's pretty good actually. And now he sells it in his practice to his patients. All right, so the product is standalone. There is no other healthy energy drink out there. Red Bull owns 70% of the energy drink market. We own 100% of the healthy energy drink market right now. Okay, and people are gonna hear about this with or without. You're going to start seeing Verve cans around your school and campus. You're going to see them around here at the park. You're going to see different people driving Vemma Benzes. All right, we have 7 of them down at Michigan State. All right, it's real. It's happening. Someone's going to blow it up here in the UP. I don't know who it is, but why not you guys? All right, because Harvard states that if you have a company that's past 18 months, it's a highly consumable product that's completely unique to the marketplace. All right, that's completely unique to the marketplace, and you have less than 1.5 million people doing it in the country of origin. This company is started in America, so America is our country of origin. Less than 1.5 million people doing it. It's considered a ground floor opportunity that you should consider getting involved in. All right, if there's less than 500,000 people involved, it's considered the cutting edge of a good opportunity, and you should seriously consider getting involved. All right, and then Harvard Business School, not Luke Hessler, not Aaron Olsen, not any of us, all right, I'm just the messenger, all right, states that if there are less than 100,000 people involved, and you have a company past 18 months, highly consumable product that's completely unique to the marketplace, it's considered a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, all right, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So you guys got to think in your life, how many times do these once-in-a-lifetime opportunities come around? Once, right? That's why they're called once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. All of our families, all of our parents had the opportunity to buy hella stocks in Google and Apple before they got huge. If they would have done that, you guys would be chilling on a beach right now in Jamaica. All right, you'd be cashing out. All right, everyone has these what-if opportunities in their life. What if we would have done that? What if we would have done that? All right, but the thing is that you don't know what you don't know, right? Our parents had no idea Google and Apple were going to be as big as they were, so they didn't think it was a good risk. Now you guys know. You know how freaking big this is going to get. All right, people are making so much money at such a young. I'm 20 years old, dude. A year and 16 months ago, I was on the ramen noodle diet. I had no money, none. All right, like, and now it's amazing, dude. I have not just the financial freedom to do what I want, but the time freedom. You know, my dad has been as a doctor. He makes $140,000 a year. I make $40,000 a year more than my dad. He's a doctor. I've been doing this for 16 months. He went to school for 16 years. All right, he went to school for 16 years, and that's not to brag, That's just to impress upon you guys and show you guys what your future holds. Because I'm telling you right now that your opportunity is better than mine was. Your opportunity is better than mine is. And you guys are like, wait a second. You got in at the very beginning. How the heck is ours better than yours? Let me tell you, all right? When you guys first get into this, you have no idea what you're doing. None. You guys go out and try and talk to your friends about this and explain it, they're gonna look at you like you're an idiot, all right? Because you don't know how to explain it in a logical way. So when I got in, I didn't have any help. All right, I had no one here to drive in a free car who's been doing it for this long to explain it like this, all right, and show you guys really what's going on, where you can videotape it, just study it for a little bit, see it over and over and over again, and you guys can get just as good as I am, if not better, because I'm not perfect, all right, but what I'm doing right now is working, all right, so take what I say that works, use that, take what I say that doesn't work, don't use that, make it your own, and the system keeps getting better and better and better and better, all right, because in the beginning, we figured out what doesn't work, all right, we go out and we spam people on Facebook, we go out and put up posters and flyers. I even went out and did we called it dorm storming. We just go in the door and just knock on all the doors for all the freshmen. We're like, hey guys, ever heard about Verve? Like the stupidest stuff. It doesn't work that way. All right, now it's so simple. The system is so simple. Don't go out and explain this to your friends. Your one job, get them here, let them hear it from us, let us explain it to them, because this business works like a game of telephone. All right, I tell him a story, who tells him, who tells him, who tells him, who tells him. It goes all the way around the line here. When it gets to him, the story that he tells me is completely different than the one that I told him, right? You don't know that game, okay? This is the same thing. This is the exact same thing. All right, you come here, it makes sense, you don't try to explain it to your friends, the story will change. All right, so you want to cut out the middleman, guys. And the last thing I want to give you guys is understand how serious this is. This is not a game, this is not a joke. All right, for real. You guys need to think how many parents right now make over 6 figures. You know, not to be, but seriously, how many parents do make over 6 figures? All right, that's awesome. If they quit working, do they keep getting paid? No, maybe. All right, maybe a few. All right, dude, I'm 20 years old. I'm a completely average kid. I had no business experience, no networking experience, no anything before this. I just listened to a guy who had what I wanted, told me what to do, and in 16 months, dude, next month I'm gonna hit the rank of ambassador, which is $250,000 a year. I quit working, I keep getting paid. All right, Aaron right now makes $2,000 a month of residual income. That means he quits working, he keeps getting paid. He can eat shit, do whatever the hell he wants, and he's still getting paid every single month. Serious though, all right? You know, you guys gotta see how serious this is, but there are only, what, 80, 90 kids doing this in the UP maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there you go, 70, 80, 90 kids, dude. It's not gonna be like that forever. All right, there are 47,000 kids at Michigan State, 44,000 kids at University of Michigan, 31,000 kids at Central Michigan, 20,000 kids at Eastern Michigan, another 21,000 kids at Grand Valley, another 22,000 kids at Saginaw Valley. You got Michigan Tech, LSSU, Albion, Olivet, Northern Michigan. All right, the list goes on and on and on and on. And I'm only talking people in Michigan here. This is open in all 50 states. There's 4,200 colleges with an average of 12,000 kids per college.